Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of The Daily Dave. I'm your host, David Chang, and today I'm here to talk to you about farewells. I don't know. I'm gonna go to a friend's farewell party tonight, and I thought, how can I vlog about this? And then I just realized that's one of the big things that expats experience here. It's that all the friends disappear. I don't know what it's like for other cities. So if you live in a similar city like London, Manhattan, San Francisco, Paris, etc., like all across the world, oh, Hong Kong, Singapore, um, and you kind of experience a similar thing, like the expat community versus the local community, etc., please let me know. But what seems to be the reputation here in Tokyo is that people come here, they live here for a while, and then they leave, or just in general, like especially if you come from a Western society, it's a lot harder to kind of assimilate into Japanese culture, or it's a lot harder to just like accept and like I don't want to say settle, but like yeah, it's harder to settle down here, you know. Being American and having a lot of friends from the West, I think we almost all universally agree that like there's a possibility, we could end up here. I mean, there's always the whole like if you marry someone Japanese and they want to stay here, like, well, I mean, you came here for a reason. You're not going to say no necessarily. Like it's still tough to choose between the two. Yeah, it just tends to be like either you marry a Japanese national and you stay here or you go back home eventually. And that's why you kind of in another video I'll talk more about what common questions foreigners will receive. But you'll get the question of, so when are you going back home? Like, what? Yeah, like one of the things I was told was the longer you live here, the not the harder it gets, but like I guess the sadder it kind of you feel it. You feel the temporariness or the temporary feeling of how of a lot of other people. Like you see people come and go. I've seen a few people do that already. Like they were acquaintances. I've met them at parties. I've friends of friends. And I had one of my best friends leave the country already, only after a year. After I've known him for like only around a year. It is tough because you build a community here, and you have this expectation that these people are your anchors, and that you can always rely on them. But it's it sucks if they just they leave. I mean, I totally understand why. Like again, when people ask me, it's like, yeah, I almost love Tokyo and LA equally. I hate. Sorry, I hate when like right after I get a haircut, the week after is always the worst. Like freaking, it's wild. Anyway, yeah, like it sucks to kind of see people. I don't know, just come over for only a year or so and take off. And I hate saying goodbye. That's why when I left, I didn't I didn't tell a lot of people. I also wanted to do it for dramatic effect, I'll be honest. But no, like it just really freaking sucks to be like, I don't know when I'm coming back. And similar to here, when you leave here, like what reason do you have to come back? I mean, of course most of us love this country for multiple reasons. Like I've stated before, it's convenient, safe, clean. There's a lot of like cool things. A lot of my hobbies exist here. So of course I would want to come back. I will, without a doubt, always want to like be here. Um, whether it's for vacation though, or whether it's for permanent residency, I don't know. That's tough to say. My family is back home. I think they're gonna stay there, and I mean, ironically, I have extended family too. Um, Not in China, but in Costa Rica. So I mean, I'm just like, wow, look at all these different places in the world that like I might want to spend more time in later in life. So yeah, this guy, I met him through a couple of other friends through parties and stuff, and I see him every now and then. So I mean, it sucks to see him go, and because I know he was looking for work, and that's always the hardest part for expat life here. Like the kind of requirements for keeping a work visa here can be a little tricky depending on where you come from and what kind of jobs you do. So when you come here and you don't, this is why my advice to people now is like when you come here, have your plan laid out. Like it's much better to plan and prepare, right? Because if you just come here and go, I'll just, wherever the wind carries me, you'll end up here and then you'll end up out of here pretty quickly, and you'll kind of wonder what happened. I think a lot of English teachers come here and experience that, and then if they want to stay longer, they either find a new job or they become a recruiter. And I think in a way that's kind of why some people do end up here thinking, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, I've been stuck in this country for this many years, and I don't know what's going on. You know, I mean, it's tough. It really is. Like we have enough problems at home figuring out why we do the things we do, or are our career decisions correct, or are we on the right path? Like you don't need to throw in a monkey wrench of, here, let's put you in another country where you don't know the language, you need to learn it, blah blah blah. That being said, though, this was still absolutely one of the most valuable learning experiences I've ever had. So I wouldn't trade it for anything. Time to not jinx myself, but if I were to write a book about it, like I feel like I have an interesting perspective of like, this is how things happened, and I don't know, I didn't expect it to happen this way, But yeah, it's just something to think about, just the whole non-permanence of the whole thing. Like, to this day, if you ask me, so you gonna stay here for another 2 years, 3, 5, forever? The answer used to be like, I mean, we'll see. Now it's more, I mean, actually, it's still about the same. Now it's, the cool thing is, what I'm doing for work, has the potential to keep me here for a long time. And it's like a really good, like, I can't talk about it because it's in its foundation and everything, but there's the potential for me to stay here for another 5+ years. But at the same time, I'm still weighing my options. I'm still considering what's best for me, And that's not an answer I can give easily, I mean, my default is just, yeah, probably another 5 years or so. So to the safe answer, so that when you're like dating someone and they ask you, like, should I filter this person out because they're not staying here? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not the type of person who makes that choice like very quickly or easily. So, but yeah, I might be stuck here. I might be back next year. I don't know. You never know. Just depends on what happens. That's how life is. I feel kind of bad because my buddy JP was like, yeah, like, we should totally plan a trip like next year. He said this to me last year. And I was like, dude, I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen to me in a year. And lo and behold, I've been at 2 different jobs, had a girlfriend, broke up, like, my whole life situation changed. So that's why I give such conservative and cautious answers. But I understand that, like, I can't live life like that all the time. Well, I could, but maybe I don't want to live like that all the time. I just feel like there's been a lot more risk in my life, and maybe not a lot more, but a little bit more, and that's been helpful. It's just dealing with it is still a difficulty for me, and it's a process. So yeah, expat life, loneliness, losing friends or seeing them come and go. It's kind of the thing here. And that's why you're supposed to make Japanese friends or people that live here for a long time, people with families and stuff. I don't know, but everyone's always busy and stuff. Something to think about. I mean, I think you'll experience this in any other expat like community or like city where people come and go really easily. So it's not unique to Tokyo, but I'm pretty sure like most of the people I've talked to, most of the expats I've talked to will agree that that's kind of just how things are here. So yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Is today Friday? Or no, today's Thursday. Yeah, today's Thursday, the 28th. Gotta start counting the days again, and gotta start doing these videos earlier in the day and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so the weekend's coming up. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, hope that was insightful for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, which is probably somewhere over here. Like this video if you liked it. Please, I'm begging for social bullshit. No, I don't care. Peace out. See you in the next one. Later, guys.